I kind of realized that's bullshit. I can swear, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, thank fucking God.
There's a lot of shit we talk about on this podcast that requires swearing, I would say.
No, absolutely. It's just, the sprinkles for language.
You're listening to The Pelvic Freak Show
with your hosts, Amanda Neary and Hannah Meyer. Hey, Pelvic Freaks. Welcome back to another episode of The Pelvic Freak Show.
Ooh, where you're freaks for us and we're freaks for your pelvis, baby.
Was that the first full intro?
Yes, we just rebranded our podcast. So we actually, this morning in our hotel, we literally had like towels on our heads, robes, sunglasses, and we were like, welcome to our rebrand.
Oh my God, amazing.
So we just reintroduced
Pelvic
our podcast.
Freaks.
Yes.
I love that.
Pelvic Freaks. Those are our freaks. Welcome, Nina, to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We're so excited to have you. Guys, we're still in New York. If you listened to last week's episode, we recorded too while we were here. So we're in a studio this time. So this is our second episode, not in our normal setup.
We feel so ourselves in New York.
We love it here.
Yeah.
Literally
it's the place to be.
Are you from New York?
No, but last week I celebrated my 10th year in New York.
Oh my God.
So,
okay,
yeah.
I just learned that this is a thing here, that people celebrate their New York anniversary.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's not a thing in Chicago. People don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I mean,
Yeah,
because
they don't do that.
No,
I mean,
should.
I firmly believe that like because I'm not from New York, I'm not a born and raised New York kid. I will never be able to call myself a New Yorker, but like 10 years felt like a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, people say that's like once you've been in New York for 10 years, you can call yourself a New Yorker. I'm like, no, I can't. But I mean, I celebrated it anyways.
I've heard the 10-year rule too.
Yeah.
In my head, in Chicago, it's 5 years.
Yeah, I feel like Chicago's kind of like, you can just be one if you want.
I love that.
Just be a Chicagoan.
I don't know. There's like a little bit. I feel like I didn't fully, I'm saying 5 years because I feel like I fully learned the city.
That's true.
After 5 years, like I know where to go. I know how to like navigate the trains and like get there efficiently without like looking like I'm lost.
It's true.
So that's, for New York, it probably takes double the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It's huge. I still don't know, like, so many, like, I've lived in 3 boroughs, so the Bronx and Staten Island I will never know. So and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, those are the 2 I haven't been to yet also. But if I were to move here, I'd be one of the 3 that you've lived in as well. But yeah, Chicago people hate people from the suburbs, but they don't actually hate out-of-staters that much, which is funny.
Oh, really?
Because like it's a smaller city, so people from the suburbs say they're from Chicago, and then people are like,
oh yeah.
No,
I mean,
not.
people from the suburbs of Connecticut say they're from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Well, we should probably introduce Nina.
what the heck are we talking about, guys? We have Nina here, and I'm going to give a little bio, and then I'm going to have you dive into some of your background because we have a million questions for you. Nina Haines is a writer, freelance marketer, and content creator, and the founder of the Sapphic book club and publishing imprint Sapph-Lit. She has over 8 years of experience in the influencer marketing industry and is passionate about cultivating digital community and working with small independent creators on socially conscious content.
That's me.
So all of this is super exciting for us. Can you just give us your background and like how you got to where you are?
Yeah, absolutely. So I moved to New York 10 years ago. I went to NYU for gender and sexuality studies, and I minored in art history and media communications. And the kind of idea that I had with those 3 studies together was social media with a social impact. And while I was in college, I worked for a sex toy company for about 3 years. It's called Unbound. It's absolutely wonderful, female founded, and
We love that.
they make and design all their own toys at an affordable price point. And I was also the community manager of the Women of Sex Tech. So I got to meet so many women and non-binary people in the sex toy industry, which is still very male dominated. And that's a whole other thing. But I wrote my undergrad thesis on how gender neutral vibrator design increases the user's pleasure, safety, and accessibility. And so I then graduated and moved into the influencer marketing world. In the beauty industry, I was in corporate for, about 8 years and sucked my soul. And, you know, I was raised to believe that like having a corporate job equals stability. But after being laid off 3 times in 3 years, I kind of realized that's bullshit. I can swear, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, thank fucking God.
There's a lot of shit we talk about on
Such
this
a good
podcast
point.
that requires swearing. I would say.
No, absolutely. It's just, you know, the sprinkles for language. And
I like that.
Thank you.
That's cute.
And yeah, so I said after the 3rd time I got laid off because, you know, when, you know, budget cuts happen, when mergers happen, marketing is always the first to go. So I was always the first to go for these companies. And I was like, let me just, you know, invest fully into the side hustles that I've been doing while working in corporate. And one of those was my book club Sapph-Lit and content creation. I have been talking about books on the internet for over 4 years now, and that's been able to become a business for me, which is really, really cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
I have so many follow-up questions already.
Yeah.
I would love to start with your dissertation.
Yes.
Because obviously we're a pelvic health podcast. So we actually have talked about sex toys on the podcast before with a fashion historian. Thank you.
Oh, really cool.
With a fashion historian. And she was talking about like the history of vibrators.
Yeah.
And this is super interesting. So I'm just curious about like,
Yeah, have you ever heard of a hand crank vibrator?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. So one of the key texts for my dissertation was this book, Buzz by Hallie Lieberman.
That's the book that she was
Cool,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
It is so incredible. I highly recommend reading it. It is fascinating.
Okay, cool.
That was the main text for my thesis, along with books like Vibrator Nation and I think Lynn Camella, and then Come As You Are by Dr. Emily Nagoski, who's legendary. But Buzz was so vital, and it's like kind of one of the first of its kind, like a really comprehensive history of the sex toy industry. And I mean, it takes you all the way back to like ancient times where they were using animal skins as condoms, and they were using like stone, like whittled, like eroded stones and like polished stones as dildos. And then, you know, moving into the modern sex toy, and you know, there were the hand crank kinds that was like Victorian era kind of toys, but you really see the modern sex toy be a helper for like male impotence and these kind of mail order things and like advertisements. It's just so interesting to see how it was created to solve like a male problem and then stigmatized and like made illegal in so many states because it was, you know, for female pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Or like they were having other things marketed as like a neck massager. It's like, oh, yeah, let me just buy my neck massager.
Well, that's actually Betty Dodson, who I dedicated my thesis to.
Oh, cool.
Betty Dodson took the Hitachi magic wand and was like, all right, this is a back massager. Let me just put it on my clit. Yeah. But yeah, Betty Dodson saw the Hitachi magic wand and was like, people are putting this on their back. Let me just like put it on my clit, see what happens. Wonderful things happened. And she would have these like vagina workshops in New York City where she would invite people over and they would like get naked in a circle and like look at their vaginas with a hand mirror and like masturbate together.
So cool.
In like the 70s.
I want you and Hannah Linsky on an episode together.
We need to have you guys link, seriously, because like she told us all like almost verbatim, like exactly how you just explained that to me is how she had explained it to us before.
I love hearing about a fellow Betty Dodson enthusiast.
It's amazing.
So cool. Yeah, my friend Hannah, I'm also Hannah, but my friend Hannah, she nerds out over that kind of stuff. So no, I love her.
Yeah. Was your thesis more like lit review based on these different texts, or did you do any like research component?
It was in several parts. I, really laid out the male-dominated history of the sex toy industry and how it got to where we are today. And then I analyzed 3 different female-founded sex toy companies, Unbound, Dame, and Mod, and seeing how they kind of responded to that male-dominated history and kind of rewrote that marketing and how they're marketing their product, their aesthetic created or didn't create, you know, senses of safety for women shopping and how they challenge certain stereotypes. And, you know, I really got into the marketing of it. And at the same time that I was writing my dissertation, in New York City, all of these subway advertisements were going up for Hims and Roman, which happened because the Viagra patent expired, and they were now able to white label Viagra and sell it en masse. And so they were creating all of these really phallic, male pleasure centered advertisements in New York City subways, while at the same time, these female founded sex toy companies were not allowed to advertise in the subway. It was illegal. And so Dame actually sued the MTA and won, and were able to advertise in the subway. So I talked about that and how dangerous, especially Hims and Hers advertisements were, because not only were they advertising these like phallic cactus, like really weirdly violent kind of ads for their version of Viagra, they were also advertising what they called like the female version of Viagra. For people with vulvas, they were marketing it as like, oh, let's like a libido enhancer, but it's actually an antidepressant. That was,
I've heard of this.
It like barely passed through the FDA, and the only reason the FDA approved it was because of money.
So this is more an oral.
Yeah, it's a daily oral antidepressant that is used for libido enhancing for people with vulvas, and it's literally an antidepressant. But they were marketing it in such a, in my opinion, dangerous way, because it was like that very like 2015 millennial advertising, like Glossier pink, minimalist aesthetic. And there was absolutely no sense of the danger of what it, like the side effects to take this really risky drug.
The way a product is marketed is so important.
Yeah. And, you know, the pink pill doesn't exist. Emily Nagoski talks about that in Come As You Are. And why it will never exist is because the female orgasm is very mental. And that's why it is an antidepressant. But the pink pill, in actuality, should be the vibrator. Like, I think vibrators are healthcare. And that's what my thesis was about.
Oh,
Love that.
yeah.
Love that. Okay, now I'm curious, because when something is good, there's always haters on it, right?
Yeah.
People are hating on vibrators and saying they like de-stimulate, or they overstimulate the area, and then they can't come without the use of a vibrator. Did your research cover any of that?
So I talked about it a little bit. I talked about like certain myths that, you know, come up with marketing vibrators. There's definitely that one. There's also this idea that like men are threatened by vibrators because it does something that they can't do, and they see it as like a replacement, or as you know, something that is like, sorry,
It hits their ego.
I'm so sorry your dick can't vibrate. Like, I wish it could too. But like vibrators are the sprinkles of sex. Yeah, it's
It's
the sprinkles on
such
top.
a good word. I gotta
Thank
start
you.
using that more.
And yeah, I mean, I think every single person's body is different. I know y'all know that. And I have heard of friends of mine being like, oh, I used the Hitachi Magic Wand for way too long. And now, you know, I think rather than the body falling into this is the only way I can come, it's like the mind falling into that, where it's like you fall back on your favorite way to come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, 100%. That's what I was going to say as well. Like, there are people that go to vibrators because they can't have an orgasm any other way.
Yeah.
So then the vibrator becomes the way, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
So-
you do you, boo boo. Like, I don't care. It's not my
Problem with
business.
it. Yeah, the idea of it like hindering your ability to have sex is a little bit weird.
Yeah,
Because
it's such a weird
just
one.
it's an
I
extra
think
sprinkle.
it should enhance it.
Yeah.
Like, have fun with it.
Well, and so much of what we do with patients is we'll see people that like have difficulty achieving orgasm. And so we're working a lot on like down training their muscles, all this. But then when it comes time to like try this stuff at home and see if they can get there, we're basically giving them the advice of like use whatever works best for you. And like if that's a vibrator, you absolutely should do that, because your body also needs to learn that sensation to be
Yeah.
like, this is safe and like, I want to do this. So like we recommend vibrators a lot.
Yeah, I've used vibrators in a clinical way where, okay, for example, I have a woman postpartum and she comes to me and she's like, I never have had problems with orgasms before, but now I'm postpartum. I can't have an orgasm, like in tears. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I used to enjoy sex. Now I hate it because like, it's just not pleasurable for me. And I was like, have you ever used a vibrator before? And she was like, no, because I've never needed to. Like, she felt like she was broken because she had to use a vibrator now. I'm like, get a little like not whisper, but little bullet vibrator.
Yeah.
It's $20, Belesa, and try it out on your own. See how you do. Then add it into the bedroom. See how it feels. And it might just be like the thing, like the trigger you need to be like, oh, I can still have pleasurable sex, and eventually you might not need it anymore.
Yeah.
And then she did that exact thing. She was like, I was able to have an orgasm, and it was like my normal strength orgasm. And then eventually by the time she was discharged, she was able to have an orgasm without it again. So that was kind of a cool, like, I've never seen that before, but we kind of like experimented with that, and it was cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And I think, there's with vibrators this kind of like sometimes assumption that you need it, that like, I need this to come. Like, it might just be fun. Like, it might just be something that you enjoy. Like, using a vibrator does not mean you're broken.
Yeah. You know that meme that's like, I think I've mentioned this exact meme before, but like when your vibrator breaks in the mid session and it's like the churning butter. like
You got to go acoustic.
So good. It's funny because everyone's experienced that, right?
My stomach just growled so loud. Oh my God. What did you? Yeah, no, 100%. That is a common thing.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
is such like oh my God.
No,
now
that's
I
why you have to have a
switch.
drawer full of them so you can swap it out.
Literally.
Yeah, my ability to charge my vibrator is just like very slim because like once I'm done with it, I'm just like throwing it back in the drawer.
Once you're done, that's not when you want to do anything.
Yeah.
I had to clean out my sex toy drawer. I mean, I've done it several times because working in the industry, you just get so many for free.
Oh, yeah.
And so I probably had about 100. And I was like, I don't know which charger goes where. I haven't used this one. This one is broken, this XYZ. So I did like a whole like clean out, like a little closet clean out of my vibes.
Obsessed.
And now I feel like I need to do it again because it's just like piled up. I mean, being a content creator and working with vibrator companies, like I also get sent a lot still, which I'm very blessed that hasn't stopped. But yeah, you have to play around, explore, see what feels good. Like you could be into a suction one day. You could be into a wand. You could be into like a dual penetration. There's so many freaking options, and just like have fun with it.
It's so fun to
It's
try
play.
out a new vibrator.
Yeah, it's
because
play.
we've been sent vibrators before, and we like had a display of them, and we were going to use some for giveaway, but we were like, well, there's more than we can just give one for a giveaway. Let's like experiment a little bit, and we were like trying to decide which one we wanted. It was fun.
We're like, which one do you want? It is
It's
fun.
like the way I know what vibrators you have. That's just funny.
It's hilarious. Do you have a personal favorite?
Oh my God, the Unbound Puff is like my tried and true. It's a
to look
very
it
affordable suction toy vibe. And it's pink, and pink is obviously my favorite color if you can't tell. Yeah, so I love that one. Also the Mod vibe, the original Mod vibe is like, she's a workhorse. Like she's zippy. Like she really like sucks it out of you. And I'm grateful for that. What else? I mean, just it's another Belesa one, but it's like you slide it onto your finger, and it has these little like it's like it feels like a kind of like a bristly silicone like scrubber thing with like a little like suction thing that has like a little tongue that moves around.
That's so fun.
No, it's fucking insane what these toys can do. I love
wild.
it.
It's so fun to incorporate them into the bedroom too. Like when it's not just you, it's like even more fun.
No, and like when your partner gets into it and they're like, I'm like, oh yes, I am a sexy little experiment. Like, like play around with me.
Oh, you're getting me excited about vibrators again. I've had my trusty old Satisfyer Pro 2 from like.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. It's just like all reliable over here, but I need to graduate. Like,
I've been
that's the one
thumping
I
it.
always you've been thumping, bro?
I've been thumping.
I mean, there's also there are like Bluetooth ones. So
Oh my
if
gosh.
you like go on vacation or your partner is long distance, you can have them download an app on your phone and like they can control it from however far away that they are. As long as you both have like Wi-Fi, it's fine.
I've always wanted to do that.
Oh, it's
and what's
fun.
stopping me?
Oh, it's fun. You should do it.
What's stopping me?
You gotta get the car key one.
Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah,
so
because
cool.
then you're
It's so
hands free
sexy.
and you can just be texting them
Yeah.
like while they're controlling it. It's
so good.
fabulous.
It's badass.
It's so fun.
Well, okay, back to your thesis
Yeah, we
because I
can-
want to know more about where the gender neutral component comes in.
Yeah. So I talked a lot about the male dominated history of the sex
Yeah.
toy. And because the industry was so male dominated and because men's egos are so fragile, they made vibrators and dildos look very phallic and like realistic. They were seen as like a direct replacement for a penis, which is annoying. Like, I don't want to look at that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want a realistic like
No.
phallus like in my drawer. That just like gives me agita. And so
What's agita? I don't know that word.
it's you know what I'm talking about, Amanda.
No, I need that.
It's an
I need the
Italian
explanation.
word. It's like an Italian like American word for like anxiety and like heartburn kind of. It's like
Okay,
I'm like,
cool.
yeah, or like
Is that
agitation.
an East Coast Italian thing?
I think so.
I don't know that one.
Oh my god, okay, we'll talk later.
Yes,
No.
we must.
My partner is also Italian and like we constantly use the word agita. I like both our
love
families
it.
do.
I learn a lot of new words on this podcast.
Incredible.
I'm gonna add it to my
Yeah.
pelvic freak dictionary.
Dictionary, I love that.
We need to make that.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, I outlined that in the beginning that they really made it very realistic to the phallus. And then there was a person who came in, his name was Duncan something.
No, what was it?
Yes, we had a whole. It's literally the
Will you please
starting
Google it?
Can I look
word
it up
of
just
the
because
real.
Duncan?
He like invented the silicone dildo. And
He was a disabled.
yeah, he was a disabled black man
Yeah.
who invented the silicone dildo.
Gosnell Duncan? Is
Gosnell.
it Gosnell?
Gosnell Duncan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna Google just to make sure. Yeah, Gosnell Duncan.
And so Mr. Duncan was like, okay, so I want to create something for the disabled community, especially. And I wanted to do it in a body safe way because before dildos were made of the same material as tires. And that's not good for your cootie. That's not good for kitty cat down there.
It's giving BV. It's giving yeast infection.
Yeah, it's giving irritated.
yeah.
And
It's
so
giving hypertonic pelvic floor because of that.
And so Mr. Duncan was like, let me create an alternative that is body safe. And he created them in these like gorgeous little pastel colors and he made them really like smooth and refined and not phallic in like the realistic sense because a dildo is always going to be somewhat phallic. And that really transformed the industry from there. So when you're talking about a gender neutral vibrator, you're usually looking at something that's a clitoral stimulating vibrator. So something that looks nothing like a body part in any way. And a lot of the kind of marketing for companies like Mod, they're like, oh, this is decor. This is a paperweight. This is like a really beautiful object that you could look at it and not even know it's a vibrator. So something that is completely removed from a visual, like visually similar from a body part, I think is really, really freeing when you're using it because, I mean, I know for so many women and people with vulvas who are, struggle with achieving orgasm, there's this kind of anxiety about, oh, I'm taking so long. Oh, my partner's tired. Oh, this, I just like this kind of anxiety of like, my orgasm is a chore. So when you bring a toy in, especially a toy that is like, not related to someone's body in any way. It's like this kind of neutral third party where you're like, oh, let this thing do the work. Let this, and a vibrator never gets tired. Sometimes you just have to charge her.
Literally.
Yeah.
I
love
loved
that.
the statement that you said, like, my orgasm is a chore, because that's so true. It is like stigmatized for the female orgasm or people with vaginas. That orgasm is just a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
And we don't have time for that. Like, that's how it is perceived in the public eye. And I'm really excited for that to change. I feel like it is slowly. But that was a really true statement that you made.
Yeah. And also, like, the goal of sex shouldn't be to only achieve orgasm. It should be
Say
to
that all
have
the time.
fun. It should be
Yes.
to play. It should be to
Whatever
connect
your
with your
goal
partner or
is.
partners. It should, you know, be a safe space of exploration and like fun. And yeah, an orgasm's like a nice little cherry on top.
If you're just focused on the orgasm and you're just gunning for that orgasm,
It's
you're going to
never
be
gonna
stressed
come.
out. You're going to be stressed out. It's never going to come. And you're just going to be like not having a good time. And, or if you're going straight for the orgasm, it's going to be like pretty short. It could be the other end. And then that's
Yeah.
not fun either.
Yeah.
Who wants like short sex? Not me.
Not me.
Not regularly.
Unless you need to get a quickie in.
A quicky's fun.
That's
but
fine.
quicky's
but
fun.
as a sprinkle.
Yeah,
As a sprinkle.
As a sprinkle. Yeah, a little sex sprinkle.
Yeah.
Love that. I'm going to use that all the time.
As you should.
Okay. You like basically are giving us a lot of similar information to Hannah Linsky, but I'm obsessed with where you took all of this. Something else that she mentioned, it was like before Gosnell Duncan, they made a phallic vibrator or dildo or something that actually ejaculated. Did you like read about that anywhere?
I did not.
And she was like, what was her line? She's like, you could tell
was
that
like,
was
"That's
made
not
by a man because
That's not the part that we want.
it's not the part we want.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when it ejaculates, you're usually like, you stop pumping. Like you stop working. Like my vibe does not, it stops when I want it to stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
My vibe doesn't get tired and like collapse on top of me. Like, God forbid.
so good.
God forbid.
Literally that dildo is just centering the male orgasm.
No, it is.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I like that all these companies are taking such a new route to vibrators. It's really cool to see.
Yeah.
It is cool. Yeah, I feel like my favorite ones are like egg-shaped-ish.
Yeah.
Or like something.
Yeah, easy for your
Easy,
hand.
easy handhold.
A lot. I feel like a lot of things that we use today that we like regularly use were made for disabled people at first, and then
Yeah.
it just became like common for us to use them.
Another part of my thesis was how sex toys are actually really healing for survivors of sexual assault. And one of the vibes that I looked at was Unbound Squish, which uses haptic response technology, which is like the harder you squeeze, the harder it vibrates. And it's like one of those egg-shaped ones that's like squishy. And, you know, talking about consent and trauma and PTSD as a survivor with vibrators, thinking about like, oh, I am in full control over this situation. And so if I'm using Squish, for example, like a haptic response vibrator, if I just like let go, it stops vibrating altogether and like the entire experience ends like instantly the second I want it to, which like can be very healing to like really retake control over your sexual experience with a vibrator like that.
You're practicing establishing boundaries with
Yeah.
yourself and
Yeah.
trusting yourself rather than like relying on another person and then carrying that over.
Exactly.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Stops when I want to stop. That's awesome.
That's cool.
I
That's
love
the
that you
first
brought
I've
that up.
heard of that one.
yeah.
I'm going to look into that. I want one.
Yeah. And it's really cute. And it comes in pink.
Oh my God, we love
Obsessed.
pink here. I love it.
We love pink.
No, I'm a
I know
pink
all
lady.
of mine are cute colors. I have like a purple, a blue,
Yeah.
a pink.
I just got a
Green.
butter yellow one.
Cute.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
Is that the color of the year? No,
I
maybe
mean-
that was last year. No,
I mean,
think it
it's
is
the
this
color
year.
of my year.
No, I love
yeah.
I love that.
Butter yellow. It's a good kitchen color.
Oh, yeah.
That's my take on butter yellow.
Well, I love all the
Oh my
vibrator
gosh.
talks. Let's lead into Sapph-Lit.
Let's get into Sapph-Lit. So
Let's talk about
I'm
it.
like so intrigued. Oh, also guys, in the honor of being Sapphic today, we're wearing our cubbyhole bar hats that Hannah and I
so
bought last
sad.
night. It's a
I
lesbian
didn't
bar
get
in New
the
York.
memo.
I know. I can't believe you also have a hat.
yeah.
I wish the little bubble was a little darker though. Don't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wish? But it's still cute.
It's adorable. It's
so
really,
cute.
really cutie.
Obsessed.
We went there last night and we had a good time.
First time.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. So what is Sapph-Lit? When did you start it?
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
So Sapph-Lit is a Sapphic book club that was born out of the queer book talk community. I founded it in May 2021 after posting on TikTok about the books that I was reading. And, you know, being a gender and sexuality studies major, I was reading a lot of queer theory, a lot of Audre Lorde, Eileen Myles, one of my favorite books at that time, and one of my favorite books still is Detransition Baby by Tori Peters. And so a lot of the book talk books from 2020, 2021 were like the same kind of 5 queer, more young adult vibey books. And so I made a video that was like queer books that aren't YA. And that video kind of blew up and someone commented, can we start a book club? And when I get hyperfixated on something, I can't think about anything else.
Sounds like someone else I know.
It's one of my neurodivergent superpowers. And 3 hours later, Sapph-Lit was born, and we had 50 members in our first day, 500 members in our first week, and that grew to over 8,000 from over 60 different countries around the world.
Wow.
And now we recently moved to Discord, and we are, you know, a space where queer people can come chat about life, ask for and offer support, celebrate their identities, and really center Sapphic representation in the books that they read. And we read a book a month. It used to be 2, but now I'm less, you know, self-flagellatory because me reading 2 books a month for a book club was, you know, taking a lot out of me, especially since I interview a lot of the authors and, you know, host book club meetings. So we read one book a month.
Running a business too.
Yeah. So I've interviewed over 40 authors of the books that we've read, and I host events and meetups, and it's the cutest, coziest, most wholesome corner of the internet.
Are your events in New York? Are they mostly in New York?
Yeah.
Do you go anywhere else or no?
I have yet to go other places.
I mean, that's okay. We love coming to New York.
I
so
know,
we can still come.
But if you want a chapter anywhere else.
But yeah, no, there are, so we have what's called regional rooms.
Oh, cool.
So Sapphics can connect with each other based on their location and where they live. And we do have a lot in Chicago. I actually know several, like, personally that we'll connect after.
Sweet.
But yeah, there are lots of Sapph-Lities all across the country. And recently I started our Sapph-Lit pen pal program. So people got to sign up, and I matched everyone up with a pen pal based on, you know, their age, interests, and like what they were looking for out of the program. And it was, you know, we started that the first year Sapph-Lit was founded, and I got a message recently being like, hey, so I actually just met my pen pal from 3 years ago for the first time in person. We've been pen pals ever since, and like we flew to meet each other, and like that's just
so
seeing,
cool. I have chills.
Yeah, seeing the real life friendships that have come out of like this little idea that I had all those years ago is so sweet. Now we're a publishing imprint through Bindery, which I like still cannot believe. We've acquired 2 books that are in production, and
Amazing.
our first one, Saturn Returning, comes out.
I was looking at that on my way here.
Yeah,
Saturn
it comes
Returning.
out May 2026. So very soon.
That's exciting, especially with me
cool.
being in my Saturn return right now.
Oh, me too, girl. Oh my God. Isn't it horrible?
I got through that.
I'm so jealous.
I'm good for like 28 years or something.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, no, being in your Saturn return is wild. It's like so, it's highly confrontational. Makes you like really look at yourself and the people that you surround yourself with.
No, it really does. It's no, I'm excited to read that book. You said May?
May
May 2026?
May 2026.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited. What's the other book?
The other book is called Encore by Annabelle Paulson and Lydia Wang. They wrote a really wonderful sapphic romance book called Here for the Wrong Reasons, which is about 2 contestants on a Bachelor-like show falling for each other instead of the guy that they were there for.
Bitch.
That's so awesome. Such a fun one.
That straight up happens.
Oh, it straight up has. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
So many people from that series came out as queer after.
Oh my God, Becca Tilley's now engaged to Hailey Kiyoko.
Gabby
incredible.
Windy.
Gabby Windy. Yeah.
Queen.
We're Gabby Wendy fans.
A huge Gabby Windy fan. I cannot wait to listen to her podcast with Renee Rapp.
Oh my God,
it just,
yes.
it just
clips
dropped.
of it. It's so funny
I can see their
already.
banter being really good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
They have very similar energies and vocal fries, and I just can't wait to listen to
They
it.
really do.
Oh, I love that you created this community because I think I read this in your bio before how like COVID happened and you lost that like in real life queer community.
Yeah, really.
So you really just like by putting yourself out there online created that community for yourself. Like you just manifested that for yourself.
Yeah.
And it grew so huge. And then
Yeah.
the pen pal thing is so cute. Especially with a pen pal, you can like put little cute stickers in and make it really fucking cute.
No, one
and
of
like
the
send gifts and
one
stuff.
of the questions that I asked on the form was like, how artistic do you want to get with this?
Mm-hmm.
And some people are like, I'm a straightforward letter writer, like lined paper, black pen, like I'm just gonna write. And then other people were like, I love ephemera. I want to add stickers and cute stationery, and I want to draw. And I'm like, let's put those people together. That's so cute.
Oh my God, that's perfect. I
Absolutely.
love you played matchmaker.
Yeah.
So
So
I love
good.
that.
This might be a silly question, but what is the difference between like a publishing imprint and a publishing company?
Not a silly question, really common question that I get a lot. So in the publishing world, there's what's called like the big 5 publishers. There's Penguin, HarperCollins, who else? Simon and Schuster, that kind of vibe. So like those big publishing names. And then under those giant publishers, they're what are called imprints. So, Penguin has Penguin Teen. It has Dutton. It has all of these different more hyper-focused imprints that really have a kind of publishing niche based on genre, style of writing, audience, etc. And so Sapph-Lit is an imprint of the publisher Bindery. And Bindery is an independent publisher, meaning it's, not one of like these kind of like big 5
Corporate
corporate.
type.
Yeah, it's a smaller indie pub. And their imprints are all created by bookish content creators that they call like tastemakers. And so Sapph-Lit has been a publisher for almost a year now.
Cool.
And we have our 2 books in production, but they've been a wonderful partner and are just really, really excited to continue publishing Sapphic literature and especially like Sapphic romance because a lot of their imprints are really fantasy focused and I love fantasy, but like I'm a romance girl through and through.
I think I'm a romance girl too.
I love Happily Ever After. I want to be kicking my feet, giggling. I want to read some smutty smut. I just, want to have a little Happily Ever After with my books and have that little like escapist because, the world is the world right now. And when I read, I, want to, of course, learn and be smart and like expand my worldview. But like every now and then you need like a sweet treat and romance is that sweet treat.
Yeah.
A reprieve.
A reprieve.
The sprinkles, if you will.
Sprinkles of reading. Because I do love fantasy and I love struggling in a book where I'm like, I don't know where this is going.
You're going to love Saturn Returning. Saturn Returning is not a romance. Saturn Returning is these 3 girls are so mentally ill and they just don't know how to think about their feelings.
Yep,
Shit,
that
I
sounds
think
like
I'm gonna
right
like
up my
that.
alley.
Oh, it's so good. I read it in one sitting and I was sobbing at the end. And I was like, this is our first book. And the author Kim has been just the most wonderful person. We're both horse girls.
Incredible. Oh, fellow horse girl. I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah. No, and there's actually a horse hidden on the cover of Saturn Returning.
Oh, cute.
That's awesome. Okay.
I'm not a horse girl, but I say if dragons were real, I'd be a dragon girl, and that would be my horse girl era.
Oh, I
Yeah.
am such a dragon girl. When I was in like 3rd grade, I wrote a 200-page book about dragons.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it went.
I binge watched How to Train Your Dragon and recently, and
I have a
was in
Toothless
tears.
plushie. Yeah.
My cat looks like Toothless. Yeah,
So
He does
cute.
actually.
he really does, and it makes me
does.
cry.
Did you ride growing up?
Yeah. So my mama grew up on a horse farm in bumfuck Virginia, And my grandfather was a dressage rider. My auntie is an endurance rider out in Idaho. Horses, my dad was a barrel racer. Like, horses are in my family's blood.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
And I was beyond obsessed with horses as a kid. I just begged my parents for a horse and like would cry myself to sleep because my parents were like, you think we have that money? LOL. And I, was 9 and didn't understand what money was. And I still don't, frankly. It's a social construct.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Anyways, but no, I found a barn where I could work in exchange for lessons. And I was at the barn every single day after school from like age 8, 9 to when I went to college, and volunteered at a therapeutic riding facility. But living in New York City, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can ride horses out here. No, there are horse people everywhere. And I found some lovely places to ride out in Brooklyn. And
Damn, okay, cool.
yeah, I drive out there a couple times a week and get my little horse fix on. And it's the best thing ever. So therapeutic.
I'm struggling in Chicago because I used to ride in northern Michigan.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I'd be up there all summer. And then I had one place outside of Chicago, but it's like more expensive near there. So like I didn't do that as much growing up. And then they closed. And now I'm like, I would love to start riding again.
I'm sure you can find a place.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah,
I gotta
look
look
into it. And having adult money to spend on horse stuff is so fun.
That is fun.
Leaving corporate and going freelance full time, it gave me so much more flexibility in my schedule. And I, can time my rides with low tide at the beach in Jamaica Bay and, have a little like beach ride in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. And it's
sweet.
That's
it's
pretty
the best.
sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, are you writing a novel?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I just saw that in
Can
the
you tell
notes
us
just
anything
now.
about it?
Yeah, so it's a Sapphic summer romance about 2 girls on opposite sides of their seaside town, and they have to confront a lot of like toxic family drama and mental health things to see if they can stay together like they want to be. It's still in progress. I've been working on it for several years, and I am so close to finishing a first draft. Like, that is just the goal that I have. But writing a book is hard, y'all.
Oh my God, I can't
Finding
imagine.
time to do it and the motivation, it's like such a...
And the inspiration, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's such an insular thing, but I have like the entire thing outlined. I've had so many eyes on it. I've taken a lot of writing classes and I love doing it. It's just, anyone who has written a book, good job. You did the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you feel like your timeline is to be finished with that first draft?
Oh, it changes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my goal is the end of the year.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have like
cool.
20,000 words left. Like it's
You
it's
got
getting
this.
there. It's getting there.
I'm excited to
there.
read it one day.
One day.
One day when it's ready for eyes.
But in the meantime, we have Saturn returning and Encore.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I don't know if I made this up in my head, but did Bindery publish Greedy by Jen Winston?
It did not.
It did not.
No.
I don't know where I saw that, and I was like, why am I thinking of that when I think of them?
So I've recently had an event with Jen Winston.
Maybe that's what I saw.
At the Turkson in Bushwick to celebrate the launch of No Ordinary Love, which was a book of love stories that Hinge published. And Jen Winston, who wrote Greedy, wrote one of the stories. Cool. And she's become a wonderful friend of mine. She's so, so, so cool. And Greedy is just like a bisexual girl's dream memoir to read to help her understand what the heck is going on with her.
That book single-handedly helped me understand my sexuality.
What's it called again?
Greedy.
Oh, okay. Greedy.
I think I've told you about this.
You think you have?
Yeah,
I think you
it's
have.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's such a good book. We read it in Sapph-Lit, and I reached out to Jen, and she was one of my first author interviews.
What are some of your other favorites that you guys have read?
Oh my God. Okay, well, I mentioned earlier Detransition Baby by Tori Peters. I got to interview Tori Peters as well, and through that interview, if you watch it on our YouTube channel, you can see me slowly start to fall in love with Tori Peters. Like, she is so eloquent and intentional with the words that she uses, and just so fucking smart. And it's such a wonderful book. I recommend it to everyone. Old Enough by Haley Jacobson is probably my favorite book of all time.
It's on my shelf.
You have to read. If you love Greedy, you will love Old Enough.
Okay,
it's
cool.
a bisexual, like, just love letter to bisexuality, you know. What else? Chlorine by Jade Song I really loved. That's a kind of body horror, like high school swim girl who wants to actually like be a mermaid. And it's like very like horror, like just psychological fuckery. It's amazing.
Oh my God, nice.
Yeah. We've read a lot of memoirs, like Hijab Butch Blues by Lumia H is really great. I am a former church kid. You could never tell.
We both are too.
I am a little religiously traumatized.
It's happened. We've had the conversations on here. Don't worry. Experience.
And Lumia's book is a queer Muslim memoir and connecting stories from the Quran, which are, you know, basically the stories from the Bible, to their sense of gender and queerness and coming of age. It is so beyond beautiful. And another one that is a, you know, religiously traumatized memoir that I love is Heretic by Gina Cadlick. That's a kind of queer awakening, leaving the evangelical church. That's a fascinating memoir. But yeah, we've read everything up and down genre, up and down, like, you know, fiction, nonfiction, romance, lit fic, everything. So
Amazing.
a wide variety.
I'm adding all of those to my TBR like today. I can make a list of those in the show notes too.
Yeah.
We can add them in.
We can pick a little guide for it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Some Sapph-Lit book recs because they all sound amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love the way you speak about everything.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
That's so nice.
You were perfect. The universe brought us together for this. That's what I tell a lot of our guests. I'm like, all our guests that we find are just
I fully believe in
so
the universe.
perfect for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Speak it into existence.
Yeah. We just like wander. So should we say the thing we did last night?
What did we do? Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wait. We already talked about it this morning.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
We went to the Spotify building because our podcast is on Spotify.
Okay.
And we cast a spell on it last night.
In a good way?
We're witching. No, like in a good way.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. No, we didn't curse.
For the
We did not
podcast.
curse the Spotify building, I promise.
We were like, we went from Cubbyhole to the Spotify building and then like back to our
We just
hotel.
like put our hand on it
Well,
and manifested.
I did a love spell, and that's how I found my partner.
I love that.
I did a love spell the night before my birthday, and then the next day we matched on Hinge.
Wow.
And we've been together for 3 years.
I have also done a spell that I did a spell to get my job with Amanda. Well, backstory, Amanda is actually my boss for the clinic that we both work at. And then we co-own this podcast together as a separate business.
Oh my God, I love it.
And I did a spell in order to get the job that I got with you. Just so you know.
She
and then
did. She
I got
cast
it.
a spell on me.
Yeah, I cast a spell on you. And then
I didn't even have a choice. Like the second I met her, I was
Yeah.
like, you're perfect.
Yeah. I mean, that was all witchcraft.
I mean, I cast another spell when I was moving in with my partner for the first time, and we got a rent reduction.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was technically a clerical error, but we ran with it.
There you go, Pelvic Freaks. Witchcraft is real, I'm telling
Witchcraft
you.
is so real.
Because when I did a cord cutting ceremony to separate me
Yes,
from someone.
with the candles.
You know.
Yes,
you know.
I know. Of course, I'm a witch.
And oh yeah, I love that you're a witch too. But 2 weeks later, I met my partner after I did that cord cutting ceremony.
yeah, you have to release that energy. Love.
The cord cutting. It's real.
Yeah, you did it too.
I did a couple cord cuttings in the last year, and it was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
I should do one, honestly.
What a great episode, though. I love this. No, we highly recommend. Well, we have a thing that we do on the podcast called Here's the Thing, where we just share a hot take from the episode. Okay,
Ooh.
so it's okay. You can simmer on it.
Oh, no, I don't need to.
Okay, cool.
I'm full of hot takes.
Are you ready?
No, start here.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We don't want a dildo that ejaculates. That's just not the thing for me. Were you not expecting that one?
I really liked that. That was good.
Does it have to be from something we talked about?
No, it can be anything.
No.
Okay, here's the thing. misandry doesn't exist.
Whoa, I love that.
Misogyny is a systematic form of oppression, and men aren't oppressed, so misandry doesn't exist. You can just hate men.
Wow.
We do.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Not
Benny.
Benny, though.
Not
Sorry,
Benny.
Benny. Shout out, Benny.
Shout out, Benny. He's doing our audio today. He's great. Why can't I think of one right now? Why am I freaking out?
Get on it. Get on the horse.
Here's the thing. If you're in New York and you want a good lesbian bar, go to Cubbyhole because it was so cute. And also on a Sunday night, it was so chill.
Yeah.
And it was just
really
like
chill.
good vibes, good hats.
Good margaritas.
Good. Whoa, I didn't get the margarita, but next time I'll be going there.
I've been drinking what's called a spaghetti, I've learned.
A what now?
Okay, you don't know? We drink
Don't you
it
live in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? This is a thing there.
I didn't know what it was, but it's a Miller High Life, and then you put Aperol in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, it's like...
What?
No, like, it's just like... it's so funny because Miller High Life is like the champagne of beers. So let me add some Aperol to it, like make a little cocktail.
It's kind of
And then call it a spaghetti.
A spaghetti? Like a spigot?
I don't know.
Like
Benny, do you
spaghetti
know?
in Italian.
Spaghetti.
Benny doesn't even know.
My summer cocktail is my mama's minted vodka lemonade. So what you do is you take like half a handle of vodka and you soak it in, soak mint in it. And then you squeeze some fresh lemons and put in some sugar. You cannot taste the vodka.
Holy shit.
It is
That sounds
deeply
amazing.
dangerous,
How
but
long do you
over
soak it?
ice, like 3 hours,
Oh my God, nice.
couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to the list.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. That's a porch slammer right there.
A porch slam.
Hell yeah.
No, because I do slam my mama's minted vodka lemonade on her porch.
It's a porch slammer.
Oh my God, I'm
porch slammer if I've
stealing
ever heard
that.
one.
I
It's
love
good.
that. I mean, a thing about a drink needs to be chuggable.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that's
100%.
that's number one requirement.
Yeah,
for
because
me.
in a pinch, what are you gonna do? Not chug it?
Here's the thing.
God, God forbid a girl wants to chug her cocktail.
Here's the thing, Pelvic Freaks. Go have a porch slammer and then go follow Sapph-Lit. And get prepared for the new books coming out.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Pre-order them. Pre-ordering helps indie
Ooh,
publishers so
pre-order.
much. It's so helpful in determining a book's visibility on retailer websites and bestseller lists. So pre-order Saturn Returning by Kim Narby. It's available at all major book retailers, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Slay. Yeah.
Great.
Bookshop.org, even better.
Oh my God, I love
But your local indie, the best option.
Love it.
Obsessed. Yeah, I'll pre-order it from Mad Street Books. It's our
That's our
bookshop
bookshop
across
near-
the street in West Loop.
Incredible.
Can you give our listeners, I don't know why I said it like that. Can you tell our listeners where they can find you as well?
Yeah, tell our Pelvic Freaks where to find you.
Yeah, so you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at nina.haines. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Sapph-Lit. That's Sapplit.
Perfect.
Porch slammer and a gender neutral vibrator.
Let's go.
It's a combination of
That's what I
hair.
And we'll link all of the info and clickables in the show notes for you guys.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thanks, y'all.
And make sure you're following us on social media at The Pelvic Freak Show and get your Pelvic Freak tank at thepelvicfreakshow.com.
We have a Pelvic Freak tank for you.
You do?
We do.
Oh my God,
We do.
slay.
One thing that we do to close out is we say bye Pelvic Freaks. So if you would like to do the honors,
I would
and say
love to.
bye Pelvic Freaks.
All right, bye, Pelvic Freaks.
Bye, Pelvic Freaks.
Bye Pelvic Freaks.